Hare Krishna. Today we will try to understand about the Ritvik mayavada sata dushani, 100 deviations of Ritvikism. Beware of the Ritvik net of illusion. Based on the teachings of His Divine Graces Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, a project inspired by His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaja, compiled by Bhadra Balaramadasa, Deva Gaura Haridasa, Jhanu Dasa, Kaunteya Dasa, Vidwan Gouranga Dasa. The book includes works by His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaja, His Holiness Jayadvaita Maharaja, His Holiness Tamala Krishna Maharaja, His Holiness Umapati Maharaja, His Holiness Giridhari Maharaja, His Grace Badri Narayana Prabhu, His Grace Hari Sauri Prabhu, His Grace Ajamila Prabhu and others. Bhaktivedanta Victory Flag Press, covered Srila Prabhupada and all the spiritual masters of the Brahma Madhya Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, past, present and future. ISKCON Law 4.6.4.7.2 from this section specifically outlawed doctrines and practices amended 1991-9. Ritvikism aka posthumous Ritvik theory, post Samadhi Ritvik theory, proxy initiation theory, no change theory, etc. Doctrine that Srila Prabhupada desired to continue to act as Diksha Guru after his departure from this world and did not desire any of his disciples to give Diksha in succession after him is a dangerous philosophical deviation. Ritvik directly goes against the principle of Parampara itself of successive Diksha and Siksha Gurus, which sustains the pure teachings and practices of Krishna consciousness. This principle has been established by Krishna and is upheld by all Vaishnava Acharyas. Indeed, it is accepted by all followers of Vedic culture. Ritvikism is thus an extreme deviation. It is utterly erroneous to espouse it, deluding and misguiding to teach it, and blasphemous to attribute it to Srila Prabhupada. No one who espouses, teaches, supports in any way, or practices Ritvikism can be a member in good standing of ISKCON. Contents: Introduction, Ritvik theory out of the question. A background to the Ritvik proxy initiation theory discussions. Srila Prabhupada always follows Sadhu Shastra and Guru references. Srila Prabhupada can decide to do anything. Srila Prabhupada never discussed a post Samadhi Ritvik Diksha system. GBC authority over Gurus in Srila Prabhupada's order. Ritvik system of post Samadhi initiations is not authorized by Shastra. Srila Prabhupada as foundational Siksha Guru is greater than all Diksha Gurus. Understanding Srila Prabhupada's intention for Guru systems in ISKCON, keeping ISKCON's respectful position in the Guru Parampara. First, disregarding Srila Prabhupada's direct instructions. Disregarding Srila Prabhupada's request to his disciples to become spiritual masters. Yes, Srila Prabhupada wanted that his disciples become qualified, first train themselves and become qualified and become the next successor. This is common in the past also, so this will be common in the future also, in the present also. The same thing will continue, because disciplic succession means what? Knowledge is flowing down from the top to bottom. That is disciplic succession. It is not that only one person will remain as a guru for entire universe. Or teacher means those who learn, they teach. Today you are follower means tomorrow you will be leader. That is a disciple succession. Tomorrow one is son. Today one is son. Tomorrow he will become father. This is the law of this material world. This law of this land. So as long as we are in this world, we have to follow the law of the land. So Srila Prabhupada physically departed from this world in the year 1977. He is legally not present. So he cannot sign a document. Physically he cannot come to an agreement. He cannot physically sign a document. However, he is present through his disciples. He is present through his instructions. He is present through his books. That is true. That is on the subtle platform. On the subtle level is present, but on the gross level is not present. Since we have a gross body, we should not overcome the laws of nature. As long as we are in the gross body, we have to act according to the laws of the nature. We should not deviate. We should not jump as if we are exalted personality. We should not jump as if we are liberated persons. We are conditioned souls. We have so many defects. We have cheating propensity. We are sure to commit mistakes. We are subject to illusion. We are sure to commit mistake. We have imperfect senses. So the deviations, what is happening in the Ritvik philosophy is that they want to bypass all the Srila Prabhupada disciples and they want to become teachers. That is the problem here. They want to bypass the Srila Prabhupada disciples and they want to become teachers. That is a mistake here. Actually, this is a false ego. Out of false ego, they think they know everything. But Vaishnava's philosophy is that Gopi Bharta Padakamaluya Dasa Dasanu Dasa. To become servant, 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 servant. 100 times servant is called Vaishnava philosophy. Whereas the Mayavada philosophy is that they think they are God. They think they are one with God. That is a Mayavada philosophy. So that is why this is called Ritvik Mayavada Sata dushani. Mayavada means Mayavadi Bhashya Sunile Hoye Sarvanash. If one listens to the teachings of a Mayavadi, everything is finished. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. So Mayavadas, what is happening with the Ritviks? They are associating with the Mayavadis. They are associating with Karma Kandivadis. They are associating with Karma Kandas, Karma Kandis, Mayavadis. That is making them polluted. Because the moment you take food from somebody who is not pure, you become polluted. Similarly, the moment you take money from somebody who is not pure, again you will become contaminated, because we are not pure. If we are so pure that we take food from somebody who is sinful, the money from somebody who is too much sinful, that is different case. But that pure devotees are different. But in general, we are not so pure devotees. Because we are not so pure, we are suffering in this world. The devotees, pure devotees suffering is not actually suffering. Whereas we are suffering, it's because of our karma. So a guru suffers because of the sinful activities of his disciples. It is not because of his own karma. The guru suffers because of the sinful activities of his own disciples. A guru gives diksha, the disciples are not following the principles, then guru will suffer. So that's why we should not give diksha to unqualified persons. So what's happening with the Ritvik is they give diksha to anybody and everybody. Actually what's happening, you see, for the sake of running the institution, they give diksha. I have seen personally, I was associated with ISKCON Radharinagar, Hare Krishna Hill. I was associated with 2003 to 2011. I was actively participating there. Up to 2014 also, I think so. After that, I joined Prashasari from ISKCON. What's happening with the Ritviks is that they are too much proud of their material knowledge. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Jada Vidya Mayar Vaibhav Tomare Bhajaner Bhada Ajive ke Kore Ghada. So material, the more one is materially advanced, he becomes proud. It's a Maya's illusion, it's a Maya's Vaibhava, opulence of Maya. It makes one work like an ass for nothing. So that's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur is telling one should not be too much attached to the material knowledge, Jada Vidya. That will make us work like an ass. So it is very common that tomorrow, it is in every field, this is very much common. Today somebody is a newcomer, tomorrow he may become a leader. Today somebody is a trainer, tomorrow he may train somebody else. This is very common. This is the law of disciple succession. In every field you see, there is initially we don't have experience. As we gain experience, we become teachers, we become leaders. In every field this is happening. In Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, same thing happens. Those who are more skilled, those who have more skills, those who are more experienced in working in any field, job, something like that, or hand work, painting, singing, dancing, music. The more one experiences in art, dancing, singing, the more is paid actually. More he is considered to be leader in among the community. The experienced actor, actress, experienced dancers, singers, experienced musicians, experienced famous musician, famous actors, dancers, singers are there. They are paid more in comparison to newcomers. So similarly, somebody is a businessman who is an experienced businessman, somebody is a famous businessman, somebody who is doing business for a very long period of time, he gets more business opportunities, he gets more income, he gets more contracts. That is Vaishyas, traders. Similarly, farm also. Those who know how to do farming, they get more. No? So those who are newcomer, they will not get much. Those who are experienced, they get more. Similarly, Kshatriyas also, those who are experienced, they get more post. In army also, those who are experienced, they get top post. In every field, there is like this happening. Topmost post is given to the persons who are experienced and they are qualified, experienced and qualified. So in Brahmana also, those who are experienced, those who did various services in the temple, those who are developed the qualities of a Brahmana, they become temple priests, temple presidents, like that. So in that way they also become teachers, guru. So what's happening with Ritviks is that they just want to jump over all the Prabhupada disciples who had so much experience personally interacting with Srila Prabhupada, personally learning from Srila Prabhupada, personally serving Srila Prabhupada. The Ritviks, they want to jump over all the Srila Prabhupada's disciples and they want to directly go to Prabhupada. This is actually what's happening with Ritviks. Ritviks, what's happening is they are very much proud of their material knowledge. Most of the Ritviks where I joined ISKCON Hare Krishna Hell, where I saw them, most of them are IIT graduates, IITians, tantrics, they are technological people. IIT Bombay, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Warangal, IIT Kurukshetra, IIT so many people. They are very intelligent technological knowledge they have. Prabhupada mentions that in Kali Yuga, many Brahmanas, they take birth in many demons, they take birth in Brahmana family and they cause disturbance for Sankirtana movement. This is what is happening during Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur time also. There was opposition by Brahmanas for the Harinam Sankirtan movement. Similarly, now also the same thing is happening with the Ritviks because they are envious of the devotees, the envious of the Harinam Sankirtan. What the devotees are doing, they are spreading Harinam. What these Ritviks are doing, they are causing disturbance for this Harinam Sankirtan. Because people stop having faith in Harinam. It's an offense, actually it's offense against the holy name. If somebody commits offense against holy name, he cannot chant the holy name. Kali Kale Krishna Nama Rupa Avatar. Kali Yuga Krishna has come as holy name. So what these Ritviks are doing is, they are talking about, instead of talking about the Shastra, they are talking about mundane social welfare activities. This is what is happening in ISKCON. The mundane social welfare activities is becoming prominent. In many places, this is what is happening. Mundane, they are giving importance to the mundane social welfare activities, just like a Mayavadis. The Mayavadis, they are Krishna Paradis. So what's happening with the Mayavadis? They are always engaged in various kinds of sinful activities. They are actually engaged in various kind of activities which are supposed to be like deviations. So-called material welfare activities, charitable activities, so-called material charitable activities, so-called humanitarian activities, nationalist activities. Actually, sannyasis are supposed to be raised above this material platform. The sannyasis are on the Brahman platform and even beyond this platform. Sannyasis, they're supposed to be on that platform. At least they should be on Brahman platform. On Brahman platform, everybody is equal. Actually, Ritviks, we can say the Ritviks are on the actually Brahman platform because Brahman means eternality. And knowledge part is lacking because one will get proper knowledge only by serving a guru. What Krishna says, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnane sitashrana. One may read books, one may listen here and there, one may do research, that's different case, but one has to learn from an experienced person. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. One has to learn from experienced person, take knowledge from him. The realized soul may reveal the knowledge. So we should always take knowledge from somebody who is experienced. We may read books, but should also have the consultation with experienced preachers. We should always have consultation with experienced speakers. We always should take knowledge from the experienced persons. That is called teachers. That is called guru.